Hey
We're
guys,
live.
we are back on a very short week, seeing
Yeah,
as we're
very short.
recording this late. Um, he's Matt, I'm Scott, just like our name tags say.
Yeah, so it looks like we got a day and a half, and they'll
Yep,
already be launched and fishing.
yeah,
Yeah, we're definitely coming to you guys a little later than normal. Um, Not at night, but later, closer to the tournament.
it happens.
Right. So anyway, we're gonna be at Lake Murray in roughly Columbia, South Carolina.
Yeah,
Looks like we should have some mostly decent weather, I think, except I don't know, Saturday's looking a little rough.
yeah. I mean, we'll see. And even with the weather, like, I guess it's fish are going in, going out,
Yeah,
spawning. Who knows what they're doing?
yeah, kind of hitting them in all stages. Yep.
Um, yeah, there's not much history here, so
Yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, it's a reservoir, so I don't know. I think you're going to see a lot of the anglers catching them all different ways.
yeah.
So, yep.
I think this is one tournament where you can pick, maybe even narrowing down to like specialists may not be a good idea. You might need
Right.
to have that guy that you might need to have that guy that can do multiple things. Have some post spawners. Oh, and there's even going to be what is it, herring spawn
Right.
or
Yes.
shad spawn, whatever you want to call them.
Mm.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean,
It's going to be interesting. Me personally, um, I'm going to be down there throwing a wacky rig. That's what I'd be doing, but I don't know. That's my
um,
confidence bait.
yeah, I'm actually looking forward to watching this one more than I am like the classic, just
Right.
because
Yep.
it's going to be interesting to see what they're doing. We don't know anything really too much about the lake, as far as like Bassmaster's history.
Mm.
There's been very few tournaments there, but we'll see what happens. I guess I'll be watching this more in the classic. The classic, and we really didn't really talk about it, but it was kind of blah to me. So
Yeah.
hopefully,
To me, I don't know. I think it's over the last handful of years. I think after was it Jordan's second one, I think they turned it into too much of a spectacle.
yeah,
Trying to make it Super Bowl like, and I don't know.
it's
I think it got a little too big for its britches real quick.
I think that's fine. It's just finding the venues that are actually like interesting.
Right.
Right now, going into the classic, it was just a question mark. Like, is Gussie going to be able to catch him where you know, where he did before?
Right.
And I bet against it. I didn't think he was gonna, you know, for my regular fantasy team, I should say, I bet against it.
Mm.
For drain the lake, I went with it just because I figured Gussie might still do good, but I didn't think
And
he
that
was going to actually win.
and that paid dividends, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
sitting in 41st overall for
Overall,
everybody.
that's very impressive.
Yeah, so I'm kind of not wanting this week to happen because I'm pretty sure that number is going to go down.
Right. Yeah.
Odds are.
That
All right.
the one tough thing, real quick, before we get into our picks, um, is having pretty much back to back South Carolina weeks. A lot of the anglers that you want for Drain the Lake that you want to use in this one aren't going to be available. So rather than try and break them up, I'm just hammering all the guys I like for DTL this week. I'm just putting them all in, and next week I'll just throw something together.
I will say that my drain the lake lineup is made up of mostly North Carolina, South Carolina guys.
Yes, absolutely. Mine too.
So
Yep.
yeah, there's a lot of guys from North Carolina and South Carolina. I'll tell you that.
There is a lot. Yes. All right. You want to start us out with A group?
Sure. Bucket A. I went with Brandon Card. I went
So
with
did
Brandon
I.
Card. Did
I
you?
went. I went Brandon Card. Yep. The
Y-
man's been fishing great. I mean, he's
Yeah.
finished top 35 at least all three events this year. So
Yep. And you know, I think he's got like the kind of juju on his side. Like he just came
yeah,
off of. I mean, I'm not even sure how well he's feeling yet. But
yeah,
he had the Bell's palsy or whatever it was on his, you know, in his face, and
yep,
he was struggling before the season, and he didn't even know if he was going to be able to fish at all.
yeah,
And here he is, you know, top 35 in the first three events. So
yeah. I mean, he's riding a wave right now, and I don't see him, especially with where these next two venues are South Carolina, not terribly far. I mean, I
yep,
just think he's going to continue riding that wave for a little bit. Yep.
yep, yeah. And I didn't want to go with Brandon Cobb, like 44%. It's kind of on that bubble of like the favorite, but not the consensus favorite. I don't
Right.
know. Like obviously he's a consensus favorite, but not enough for me to like just give up my pick to, you know, stay status quo.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, to me, I didn't see very much upside going from Brandon to Brandon. I'd rather sit on my 7.5%.
Yep.
Yep. Although I do like Cobb, he's great. He's great at Fork and a bunch of other places he catches big fish. But
I'm actually surprised at John Cox at number two. Like this event doesn't seem like it's going to line up to be like a bed fishing event, but
right.
also like it's kind of, yeah. If he does find some good bed fish, he could be in it.
Hmm.
But I don't know. I don't see him
Yeah.
doing well. So I mean, if you're a gambling person, just take him because he's probably going to do very well. Now that I just told you he wasn't going to.
Right. I know. It like looking at some of the pundits picks and stuff here on the Bassmaster's site. I know a couple of guys I think were betting on Cook, Drew Cook.
I did have him picked as one of
Yeah.
my guys, but um, you know, not knowing that if they're going to be on beds or not. I mean,
Right.
Drew Cook, you know, Cook and Cox are two of the better bed fishermen. So, you know,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yep.
All right. Go to B group.
B group. I'll start us off on B group. Um, Now this is kind of my oddball pick for the entire tournament here. This is like it's somewhat out of left field, but I'm going with Jonathan Kelly. And
Wow.
the reason for that is, well, first of all, he's 0.2%, but um, he went to Coastal Carolina College, I believe, so he does have some experience down in that neck of the woods. So pretty. I know that he's definitely fished Sandy Cooper, which would be the next event, but pretty sure that he's probably fished here too,
Yeah.
and somewhat recently. So that's my pick at 0.2%. That's like my dark horse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but there's some other great names in there too.
Yep. I went with Scott Canterbury, who also has some experience with FLW,
Mhm.
um, and he did pretty well at the Classic. So I think he might still be riding a little bit of uh,
Yeah.
you know, good juju.
Yep. I
I
think.
think that,
Go ahead. We're gonna say something about Pat Walters.
no, I wasn't. I was
Okay.
actually going to say something about Stetson Blaylock, and
Okay.
might be a tournament that lines up for him. Stetson's one of those guys that like he he isn't he isn't like a bed fisherman. He's not an offshore fisherman. He's like a everything fisherman. I'd put Stetson next to like, you know, Gerald Swindle
Right.
and maybe Braden Lester. Those guys who like can kind of do everything and fish the junk too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a craft.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that pick. Pat Walters as the chalk pick. I like it. It's a safe to me. It's safe-ish.
Yeah.
But I'm calling Babe Ruth for a home run here. I'm calling the shot. Yep.
All right.
C group. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. I'm changing my pick in the next 30 hours or so. But as of right now, I have Mark Frazier. I don't know why. It was just a hunch right from the get go. I know, Scott, you said you changed your pick two, 3 times already, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to change it. I don't know. I feel like I should, but then if I change it, he's going to finish like top 8 or something. It'll just happen. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll flip a coin. I don't know.
I'm gonna put up a ticker for our next stream that says picks are subject to change at any moment until they are due.
Right.
Just because, yeah, I've changed my pick from this group at least 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
I've had Austin Felix, Jake Whitaker.
Yep.
Who else did I have? Wes Logan, I think it was.
Okay.
And right now I have Buddy Gross, and that's still even subject to change.
Yeah, I like the Buddy Gross pick there. They're both, reservoir type fishermen. So, yeah, I like it. I like Corey Johnson there too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems safe.
I keep looking at the guy underneath him, Hank Cherry, too.
Mm-hmm.
Although, I mean, Cherry's not having a good season so far, and he never seems to be that fantasy fishing pick.
Right.
So,
but I don't know. Who knows if the jerkbait bite if there's any type of jerkbait bite, he's going to find him. Yeah. All right. D group. Go ahead for D.
All right. This is I'll just preface this with saying if I can pick Brandon Polinick in D group and he's not the favorite, then I'm picking Brandon Polinick.
I'm not going to disagree with you. I can't. Honestly, when I stand back and look at this, I think Palaniuk should be higher percentage than Christie. That's my personal opinion, but
I mean, it's 1.4% difference, but still, it's. Yeah. But I also see Christie doing well. I mean, he won the Classic last year on Hartwell. Hartwell seems to be kind of similar to Lake Murray.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. All right, you got Palaniuk. I am going with
Prosnick.
No.
All that talk about throwing a wacky rig.
All that talk. I'm going ugly. I'm going with the ugly stick.
Matt Robertson.
Yep. I don't know. He's fishing carefree. I think it was like a week ago. I went back and watched. I watched the Mercer podcast where he had him on, and just the guy's having fun. He's just doing it his way, and he's fishing free. Love it.
I will say Robertson is one of those guys where he flies under the radar for a few tournaments, and then all of a sudden oh, there's Matt Robertson catching him.
Yep.
So I can see it.
Yeah. I mean, he's a winner. He's definitely a winner. He knows how to win. Okay, like you said though, Prosnick, wacky rig guy. Could have picked him. I like Brandon Lester. I think is pretty solid here.
Yeah, I think any of those top 5, 6, 7 in that group.
Fighter, Williamson. I think Jason should do pretty well there.
Yeah.
Yep. I think I have him on my Drain the Lake. Pretty sure.
So did Ann pick Taku?
And did you pick Taku this week?
I was waiting to watch your video there, but
she was waiting to watch our video.
I pretty much always pick Taku.
Okay, so she'll probably pick Taku. He's in D group, by the way.
I'm taking notes over here, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got E or E's up next, but D group. What a fantastic group! Look at the names in here, though. It's sick.
That's what I
You
said. Like
almost never see that. Yeah.
you could pick like anybody in the top 10
Yeah.
of that group and not have
Yep.
not have an issue.
And even E group. I'm just looking at them right now. I'm like, holy cow! There's some good names there. Yeah. All right. What do you got for E?
I went with, I mean, 68.6%, and he lives pretty much like right there,
Yeah, he does.
brand new.
Uh,
It's 68.6 is a little hard to walk away from.
I'm taking him too. No, you have to. I mean, chalk pick E. I mean, he's either gonna kill it or he's gonna bomb. One of the two.
Yep.
But at that percentage, you kind of have to. I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, you got Mullins, Pipkins. I mean, even Fouts is a pretty good pick there, I think. Todd Otten, great pick. I don't know.
Yeah.
But now brand new, I think he's going to crush it.
Yep.
Absolutely. He should. If he doesn't, I don't know what happened.
68.6 other percentage of the people are going to go down with you.
Right. Exactly. Yep. All right. Weight wise, which I know we talked about this a little bit earlier. The only 4-day event there through Bassmaster, I think, was what, 2011, and that was 61.3, I believe. This is just a total toss up here on weights.
I'm gonna do a quick look.
While he's looking that up, I went with 78 pounds 9 ounces. So I mean that's just a total hunch. Maybe a little bit based on the weather too, but I really have no idea. I mean, it could be 65, could be 90. Who knows?
Major League Fishing is not. I don't like their site.
Hard to navigate, huh?
Yeah, I just want to know the weights.
Right.
They don't give them to you.
And when did they fish there, or close to there?
April 2nd.
Oh, that's why Poche is not fishing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Poche got
He got bumped.
DQ'd.
Yep. I did hear about that. So in the meantime, what weight did you give us, Scott?
I went with 83.7.
83.7. And that's based off of fairy
Just
dust?
pretty much.
Okay.
I figured 20 a day plus a little bit.
Yeah. I'll have to, I don't know, maybe I got to keep my eyes open tomorrow, see how that last day. Well, they are practicing. Are they practice tomorrow, or is today the last day? I forget.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So they should be off tomorrow.
I think they're off tomorrow.
Okay. I'm going to have to do some digging on social media to see how guys' practices went.
And then pick the guy who looks like he had the worst practice.
Exactly.
Actually, if you look on social media and you see that fighter had a shitty practice, then pick him, because he normally will tell you he had a shitty practice and doesn't do very well.
Right. Yeah, Seth is so overdue right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But they are going to Champlain, and that'll be he's like at home in Champlain.
Yep. Yeah, you can catch him there for sure. All right. Is Sandy Cooper's the following week, right? There's no down week, right?
Correct. So we'll probably shoot on Monday.
Either like Sunday night, Monday, whatever's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good.
All right.
call it a show.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys stopping in. Sorry about the short notice to the tournament here, but figured we'd get our picks out there for you anyways.
Like and subscribe. More likes you get, the more we'll be interested in doing this sooner. No.
Right on. All right, guys, for Stout Sportsman, I'm Matt. He's Scott.
We're Stout. We're out.